it going, ladies and gentlemen? I am the Gaming Raptor, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Jormungandr in 2023 For Honor. I really do enjoy playing with Jorm now, ever since he got a little bit of a buff from the Bash update, and it's pretty good too. But in For Honor, Jormungandr is a difficulty of medium, and it's more of a disabler and a harasser, and has unrelenting attacks. Basically, Jormungandr is a big bad bully, but we're going to go over Jormungandr's moves, feats, and I will also show you guys gameplay of Jormungandr. But let's jump in to the Jormungandr. Here we go. Okay, so going over Jormungandr, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the lights and heavies a bit first. So with the lights themselves are a bit enhanced, and they do 12 damage on all sides as well. Okay, the next thing is the heavies. Now the heavies on the side, they do 20 damage on both of those sides. Top does 22. It doesn't do as much damage as it did before, but it's still pretty good damage, and it only costs 12 stamina, so you can throw this out. Okay, so Jormungandr also has unblockable heavies too, which can lead to a wall splat. At a correct time near the wall, you can get a wall splat off of it, or off of the unblockable, which is pretty cool, which makes Jormungandr more of a bully. You can also mix it up with the lights too, and the damage for, I would say the sides are 22 damage after the first one. Top itself is 24 for unblockable, but mainly a lot of people love using Jorm because they can throw out this unblockable just to get a wall splat. What I would highly recommend y'all is that you throw out your unblockable first whenever you're playing with Jorm. Only do this at the startup of the first round in duels only. Okay, so we'll go over Jormungandr's bashes. So we'll go over his opener bash, which is Jotun Surge. Now, this bash, it was a bit slow, but ever since they did change it to where it's a bit faster now due to the recent changes that I'll show you guys on screen right now, I feel like this helps Jormungandr out a little bit, and it does help other characters like Tiandi and Kyoshin and Orochi too a little bit. So yeah, this bash for Jormungandr is pretty good. It does cost 15 stamina, but it's a good way to get a good light in, and you can go straight for the Shin Crusher if you want to, and to get Hammer Slam too. Alright, next we'll go over is the Shin Crusher and Hammer Slam. We're going to go for both of those. The way to get the Hammer Slam is by doing the Shin Crusher. Now the Shin Crusher, you just want to press guard break or X afterward, and you can go straight for the Shin Crusher and go for the Hammer Slam. I just call it the Shin Crusher because why not? I mean, hey, you're literally going after the dude's leg right there, and then you just go for a Hammer Slam. It does around 26 damage, and it does cost 20 stamina, but it's still a really good move to get damage. The next one is the Zone. Now, the Zone for Jormungandr, it comes out on the right, and it does 13 damage, and it does cost 20 stamina. So it's not that bad of a zone really. And you can also go for the zone again, which will give you a hyper armor zone. Do be careful when trying to spam that second zone, just pressing the zone again. And you can also feint that zone too as well, but just do be careful whenever you do try to throw that zone out a lot, because a lot of people tend to just watch for that zone. Even the regular zone, they'll tend to try and parry it, so just be careful whenever you throw out Jormungandr zone. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Jormungandr has a move called Jotun Gift, which Jormungandr basically hits them in the balls, and you basically get some damage afterward. You get 10 damage off of that attack. So it's a pretty good move to get some damage, and all you gotta do is press light after the guard break, and you can throw them to the wall. Alright, the next thing we'll go over is Jormungandr's parry counter. I did specify this in the beginner's guide, but Jormungandr does have a parry counter. All you gotta do is just press X right after, or guard break if you're on a different platform. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Jormungandr has another move that is a way to get a wall splat. Okay. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Jormungandr has another move that is a good way to get the wall splat, which is called Venomous Sting. All you gotta do is guard break and press heavy. On any side, really. You can press heavy on top, and it'll get him on the wall. It's only near a wall. This is what I would recommend to do the move, is near a wall. Now, sometimes if you do catch them, then yeah, you could maybe just throw the move out. That way you can have some distance to breathe, but it's really good to utilize this move near a wall, because you'll tend to just get extra damage whenever you do get them on the wall. And also, Jormungandr has side dodge attacks. As you see here, Jormungandr's side dodge attacks are still kept, and he has the front forward dodge heavy as well. The left light, it does 14 damage, costs 9 stamina. Right light does 14 as well. They both do 14. And the last thing is the running attack. Now, the running attack is like this. And you can also go for the Shin Crusher or Jotun Farewell pretty much, and you can get the Hammer Slam, That's all you can really do with this. You can maybe get the hammer slam, or you can feint that. Okay, so that's pretty much going over almost all the moves. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of combos, what I usually do with Jormungandr. Okay, so what I really do with Jorm, and this is what I tend to do in duels or brawls or elimination. So whenever, let's say like the rounds starting right now, I tend to just throw a light and go for the unblockable. Now sometimes I'll throw out the zone. I'll throw out zone and unblockable, because people don't expect the unblockable. Another move that I tend to do is this. I'll tend to feint my Shin Crusher or the Jotun Farewell pretty much if I'm near a wall with Jorm. Like if I'm near a wall, I'll try to feint that Jotun Farewell, try to get some damage on the wall. That's really what I tend to do. Now sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I mean, you just can't be picky with it, you know? Another good combo that I like to do with Jorm, and this goes with the zone a bit, is this. I go with light, feint the heavy, zone, second zone, and go for the Shin Crusher right after. So we just went over the combos. Now we're going to go ahead and go into the feats of the Jormungandr. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're just going to go over the main 4 core feats of the Jormungandr, since literally all these other feats we have went over, but we're just going to go over the regular 4 main feats for the Jormungandr. So starting off with this first one is Jotun Salve. This is a passive. You gain health when hitting enemy heroes with Jotun Surge, Farewell, Gift, or Grudge. So you'll gain a little bit of health in a way. I wouldn't say it's lifesteal, but it's more of like a regen factor if you hit Jotun Farewell or Gift or Grudge. That's only if you get those moves off. And the next one is the Hammer's Favor. It's a passive. You gain a temporary shield after landing Hammer Slam onto an enemy. I like taking this with Jormungandr. I highly recommend, if you're playing with Jorm, take this. Because if you're playing Dominion, Elimination, or any kind of mode, to be honest, you will have a really fun time using Jorm with the shield, and you'll be unstoppable, to be honest, with Jormungandr. So I highly recommend taking Hammer's Favor. The next one is Zealot's Bolt. You throw a projectile that deals low damage, knocks back, and depletes all stamina. So it does low damage, depletes literally anyone's stamina, even your allies. If you throw it at your allies, you'll delete their stamina too. It's so funny. I don't know about taking this one. What I recommend is taking Hard to Kill, because if you're taking Hard to Kill for Dominion, this is what I would take for Dominion. Like these main 4 core, I would just say take these for Dominion. But if you do want to take this to have fun with it, you can. And for the last one, we have Twilight of the Gods. You launch a powerful attack that deals some damage and unbalances the nearby enemies. So basically, when you activate this feat here, Jormungandr will pick up his hammer, hammer the ground, and everyone goes down on the ground around you. 4 people are around you. You throw that move out, everyone's going down, and you get a free hammer slam, and you get your shield back too. And you can get your health back as well with this. So highly recommend taking Twilight of the Gods if you're playing with Jorm in 4v4s. So for anyone with Jormungandr, I highly recommend just taking the 4 main feats. If you're beginning or just getting new with them, you'll have a lot of fun with them. But if you do want to take Hard to Kill, which I highly recommend everybody to play with in Dominion, take it. It'll help you a lot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Jormungandr. Win or lose, I do hope you guys get something out of this. This is a duel, so here we go. We're going up against an Orochi. Let it fly. Okay, he did zone that out. Okay. Oh, I thought I could dodge that. Nice. Ah, so he's waiting for my zone. Good stuff, man. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have not played For Honor in a couple of days, because I have been very busy. Alright, let's let it fly. Nice. Alright, there we go. Okay, zone it out. There we go. We just go for the zone again, dude. Yeah, so I decided to go with the zone again. I guess he was trying to get a deflect with it. I don't know. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Alright. Okay, here we go. Let's do this again, Orochi. Guard break. Frame advantage. Ah, oh, I did the wrong way. Oh, I didn't expect to go for guard break. Nice. Let's go with the bash. Okay, there it is on the wall. Ah. Oh, unfortunate. It sucks that those lights aren't undodgeable anymore. Hey, it would be kind of cool to have the undodgeables back, but I can understand why they were a bit too much with Jorm. I can understand. But yeah, this Orochi is pretty good. He is catching me a bit off guard. There we go. There it is. Parry counter. Guard break. Get him on the wall. Okay. That's getting him on the wall. Nice. Hyper armor, baby. Hyper armor. Hey. Hey, that hyper armor comes in handy. Let me get you the bus driver uppercut knee. Let me give you that. And give you the Seth Rollins special. Alright, here we go. Yeah, he's expecting that. That's the downside with the zone. Like I said, they always expect it. Let it fly. There's the parry. GG's. Oh, let's go, dude. Good fight, my man. Good fight, Orochi. I'm gonna hit you with the bus driver. Give you the Seth Rollins special. Hey, let's go, man. I do hope you guys got something out of this duel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here is my final thoughts for Jormungandr. Personally, Jormungandr, he's still a really good bully on the battlefield, man. I personally enjoy his offensive pressure, and you can also be very defensive with Jorm too. And with the bash update, it does help Jormungandr a bit. It's kind of a buff for him since his bash is a bit faster now. And also with Jorm, I mean, it's always bash, heavy, and just throw out the hammer slam. That's it. I mean, that's kind of how easy Jorm is, but at the same time, he isn't that easy. It's not always easy in For Honor, to be honest, y'all, because you'll face opponents that will really counter you. It will counter you, punish you big time. It's really not fun sometimes. So the only thing that I see with Jorm that's technically not good for him is he's still vulnerable to a guard break. That's the only thing that I don't like about Jorm, and I feel like they should add back the heavy after a whiffed bash, because it did make Jorm a bit viable. Even the zone after a whiffed bash, it just made Jorm just so freaking good, man. I feel like they should add that back for him. That's just what I say, but I would like to know what your guys' thoughts about Jormungandr are in the comments down below. Thank y'all so much for enjoying today's video. I do hope you guys got something out of this Jormungandr guide. Please leave all your questions and leave all your comments down in the comment section below. I would love to read them. I'd like to get to know what you guys think about Jormungandr in For Honor right now. And also leave where do you think Jormungandr is on a tier list, duels and dominion wise. Please leave that in the comments down below. That's like a little trivia question for y'all. Well, not trivia, but more of a question for you guys. I would like to just see what you guys think. And as always, y'all, I'm the TheGamingRaptor. Stay well, Rat the Pack. I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, peace out.